What's going on, guys? Here again, episode 4. We're back at Manor Farm. This time we're fishing a different lake. We're fishing Becks. It's got about 5 to 630 swimming around here. Good head of fish. And right now there's only two other anglers fishing here, so it's looking good for a bite. Looking behind me, I'm in the middle of setting up, but just over there, so about 5 wraps up, I can see some fizzing. So less talking. I'm going to get a solid bag tied up. I'm going to knock one straight on the head, see if I can get a quick bite. If not, we'll find a couple of spots, bait it up, play the long game, right? Let's go. Boy, go. Nice and simple. That's a 2.5 inch soft, supple braid, just with a single fake sweet corn right there. Oh, this is going to be hard to see. And a 2 ounce dumpy lead. Just like that. And that is it. That is all I do for my solid bag. Now let's get this tied, so we can get it out quickly. Right. It's always a good tip to keep an eye on the water. You'll see my bivvy's already set up. The reason I do that is I very much like to set everything up rather than slinging my rods out just so I can see what's going on. A lot of the time you might not see anything, but you might, like today, see a couple of fish show or a little bit of fizzing. That just gives you the first spot, so I don't need to smash a lead in there to work out what my spots are going to be. Alright, lead in first because that's how I prefer to do it. Everyone does it differently. Fill her up. Without trying to hook yourself, ideally. There we go. God, this is turning out to be a right mess. There we go. Alright. Hook in, grab the bait, and now push the bag down, push the bait down, basically straight down to the middle is what I like to do. I just like to make sure that the hook is underneath it and concealed, just for a decent hook hold, really. Just peace of mind more than anything else. Right. There we go, squish it up. Twist, make it nice and compact. This is another reason why it helps to have everything in the same place, so you can be quick, organised and efficient, which is the most important thing when you go fishing, because those fish that are feeding right now, they might not be back in the next half a day, 2 days, you never know. So get it going. Dropped. Still keeping an eye on the water. So many people forget to do that, and you forget, like, we're here fishing, you should always be keeping an eye on the water with what's going on, right? You'd think so anyway. Alright, let's lick and stick the corners. Preferably I like to use small or medium PVA bags. I'm not a fan of anything bigger than that. I just think it's too much, don't need it, especially for short distance fishing. Bait's in the top, you guys should be able to see that. Right. Poke a hole. Good choice today will be buttercorn, I think, to start with on this one. We'll see how they respond to that. Some fish in cell. Right, bag is full. There we go. And that's about as much PVA or goo as I like to use. Now, if you were a fish, you could not turn your nose up at that, right? Let's get it in. and that was a solid donk. Right, we'll take the line. Right, so just off that island, probably about half a wrap off that island, there is a gravel bar, really nice, and then it goes into like a little bit of clay, a bit weedy, low-lying silt, something like that. So I'm going to fish the gravel bar, and let's see how that one gets us. Alright, let's get these rods wrapped up. Right, that will hit exactly on the money. So let's knock up a spod mix, real simple one, and then I'll show you the spod mix, then we get it out. We'll get back and have a beer after this is done. Come on! Right, let's talk spod mix. Right, 15mm cell freezer boilies. Really small mix I'm making. So handful of that, 2 handfuls, no more than that. That is literally it. Then you want some chops. Probably the same amount of boilies. I use 2 handfuls is how many I'll do in chops as well, equal parts. Do. Like I said, not a lot. There's hardly anything in there really. Right. Next, I've got some cell pellets in here. Rather than bringing a 5 kilo bag, I just bring it in here. Probably about 3 handfuls of that. Then, because we're coming into the autumn, and we're not far off from winter and it's feeling the cold now, we got maggots, beautiful little maggots. So, plenty of these. Probably about half a pint I used, no more than that really, that's all you really need. Next, lake water. Right, let's grab that. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then Himalayan rock salt. Humans love it, carp love it. It's a great addition even throughout the winter. I like to use it. It's a healthy serving of that. And then good old trusty Cell Smart liquid, my favourite to use really. And look, I know it's not the cheapest, but come on guys, good stuff, good bait, use it. Right. Give it a mix. And what you'll have is a really bitty, really gooey bit of bait. Good to go. Right, that's enough for about 67 spods. That's all I'm doing, no more than that. It's a big gravel spot. There's a lot of small fish in here, bream and stuff like that. So the nuisance fish are going to hammer half of it anyway. So, you know, half a 7, 3.5 spons, something like that's probably what's going to be left out, which is what I like, 3 to 4 spons per rod. So yeah, let's leave that. The left-hand rod's on a solid bag. Nothing's come off that. Been going for about an hour. I'm tempted to leave it all night, see if it produces. If not, there were definitely fish on that spot. So I'll have a lead about in the morning, but I'm not going to do any more disturbance. There's no people in this lake, so you know, the more disturbance I do is just going to just spook the fish off somewhere else. So yeah, let's get the spot out, let's see what we do. Good morning. It is a frosty one this morning, really frosty in fact. Things dropped down to like 5 degrees. No fish showing, nothing jumping, nothing through the night. So yeah, not a lot going on in this lake. Cold weather most definitely has turned them off. Got the sun shining today. Gonna find a shallow spot for my left hand rods, probably close in the margin, and get some bait on it and see where we go. There we go, there's a few more spots than what I normally do, and that's because the chap next to me got absolutely hammered by a bream last night, which tells me there's a lot of bream in here. And because I'm fishing maggot, pellet and chopped up boilies, the likelihood is all that bait's gone. So, healthy amount. And yeah, see what the day holds.
As you know, we're at Becks Lake at the moment. I've just arrived a bit late, so I'll do the catching up, as I'm sure you'll find out they've not caught anything yet. Except for a lazy bream, which Anthony's trying to count as a fish, which obviously it doesn't count. Getting up to about 30 in here, so let's get one out. 11 1/4.
11 1/4, bang on.
You said 11 to 11 1/2, didn't you?
Yeah. Clipped up now, yeah? Ready to go?
11 1/4.
Yeah, boy.
I'll probably get one out. Spot over the top. So we're going one single hook bait with a spot over the top, and then we'll do one PVA. So I've just gone for a basic spinner size 8 with a small pineapple 8mm pop up with some party there to counteract it. So I'll just go check it it balances and get it out there. Perfect.
Right, walk us through the mix, mate.
So we've got frozen mainline, of course, and all holes, especially because they're frozen, so I can't really break them up. Standard CC more pellets. So I do tend to put a bit of much of this there. A bit of ground bait in, but it does tend to bring the bream in, which is sometimes a problem, but seeing as we're getting nothing, once I'll try.
And obviously keeping the swim clean as ever, because, you know, mess is our friend, right?
Exactly. So I've got some maggots here, which have been in there for a little while, so hopefully I don't get a face full of flies here. Casters.
Beautiful.
Mix. There's a mix actually. Some are still wriggling. Have some goo. Go for the pinkberry smoke. Leave a bit of colour in the water. I assume I'm doing something a bit different to you, otherwise we're all on the same bait.
I've got maggots, pellets, boilies and goo, yeah? So pretty much the same. Different flavours though.
As I say, I would usually put some crumb in there, but wasn't organised this morning, so I've got frozen boilie. Let's get some out there.
Right, bait boat. Age-old question: is it cheating or is it an advantage?
Not mine.
So just a short update. It's currently absolutely heaving it down. I had 3 bream last night. Thought the carp were going to turn up on the spot. They didn't, so rigged and bait, left it where it is. Hopefully get a last minute bite today. Ad didn't have anything either, so quite one all around. Ooh. Well, that's it. Another blank on the scoreboard, unfortunately. Got France next week. Hopefully that can yield some fruits for us. But yeah, on the next one.